Hello everyone, I'm AloneRacecar and welcome to the show, and today we're going to be playing Forza Motorsport 7, or more specifically, a 9-lap race around the West Circuit of Suzuka. And this is going to be a spec race in the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution IX, or, the short way of saying it, the EVO 9-lap spec race. Okay, let's begin the racing. Okay, here we are arriving to the grid, along with everyone else who's driving the same car. Okay, here we go from the back. And we are off on this 9-lap spec race, with everybody driving identical EVOs completely bone stock, or showroom stock is another way of saying that. Okay, let's try to stay locked and loaded because this could be a bit crowded. Ooh, hang on now. Alright, not too bad. Well, here's the first big turn now. Stay out of trouble. Minimum collisions here. Okay, currently nicely secured 5th right now. I mean, we've only got to one position, but hey, we still got plenty of race left. After all, it's only 9 laps. And also, we have to take a mandatory pit stop during this race. So, it'll all be about strategy when it comes to taking the pit right to win this race. And of course, trying to make sure you nail every turn and every braking point. Especially if you want to, try to extend the gap from the guy behind you, and also try to close the gap ahead of you. And hey, who knows, if some of these other drivers take their pit stop early, I might try to use that to my advantage. Or especially if they take theirs later too, after I took mine. That's the whole mysterious element when it comes to pit strategy. Okay, looks like some dude already taken the pit already. Hey, look at that, we're now in 4th place. I do apologize in advance if I don't commentate much. I mean, Suzuka is a relatively tricky circuit. Even if we may not be driving on the full circuit, I mean, with all the twists and turns and that figure 8 layout, I mean, yeah, it's gonna take some concentration, Yeah. I mean, sure, depends on what kind of car you drive. Sometimes they absolutely blow through some of these turns like nothing, and for others, do require a little bit more skill to it. Of course, I also shouldn't forget that MotoGP also shares a circuit as well as Formula 1. I also heard that Suzuka is one of the most challenging circuits for MotoGP, also dangerous too. But yeah, 2 wheels against 4 could be a huge difference when it comes to driving on a certain circuit you may be familiar with. Especially when you're so used to it, be like, oh yeah, I know this circuit, I've raced through it hundreds of times already. And then once you do it with 2 wheels, it's whoa, whole different challenge. Okay, I think I see someone coming in pit already. Oh, 2 guys already. Blessing in disguise, because now I'm gonna be in 2nd, and now taking to lead already. Just coming back to this guy already. Gotta concentrate now. Don't want to mess up and then understeer and crash into that tire wall. That probably would not look pretty. Especially if it would leave a scratch for me and then I would look ruined for the pictures, yeah? A little bit of a funny story. Years ago, I once listened to like a commercial on the radio, and it was actually a Mitsubishi commercial, and like this guy who was kind of like rapping, who was sort of like along the song of like the Ghostbusters theme song. It was going like, "With something strange in neighborhood, who are you gonna call? Mitsubishi." And my mom and I had a good laugh about it because it almost sounded like he was saying Mr. Sushi. Yeah. Whereas also one thing is like when you like are not paying attention to someone saying Mitsubishi, it kind of does sound like they're saying Mr. Sushi. Good times. Okay, we're on the 4th lap now. I think I'm gonna come in for my pit stop in this lap. Let's hope that I've timed it right. So I think it is kind of like technically halfway through the race, so usually that's what I would try to aim for when I try to make for my pit strategy. Of course, in some motorsports, they like have like that pit window open and all that, but yeah. In other sports, you could pretty much like come in whenever that you need, like, you know, fresh new tires or having some kind of mechanical issue. I'm gonna try and like stay locked and loaded and push as hard as I can, just to make the most out of this lap for my pit stop. Alright, just trying to get as close to the entryway as I can. Alright, here we go. Ooh, that is one tiny ass paddock. It was like made for carts or something. Alright, fill me up and put on some new shoes. You can see some of the other drivers who have taken the pit already are already about to pass by me now. Okay, no one coming shunting to me. At the back of the pack now, but I'll try to do what I can to make every turn count to catch up. And of course, other drivers who haven't taken their pit stops, so I'll try to use that to my advantage. I know I pretty much say that a lot, but I mean, at the same time, that's kind of the truth of it. Okay, this might be a good chance to talk about this car now. The Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution IX, or better known as the EVO IX, is a performance car with characteristics of it being a sedan. It's also praised for its sharp handling, and with it being all-wheel drive, it's got a bit of a kick to its performance. Now, the name pretty much suggests it, but the EVO IX is the 9th generation or version of the running line of Mitsubishi Lancers. It's always been a thing to make every new Lancer just slightly different than the previous one, hence the evolution in its name. Now, this particular one that I am driving is the MR edition of the EVO IX, which is like a top-line performance trim that's powered by a turbocharged 2-liter inline-4, making just about 286 horsepower. It's also got some advanced performance components, a 6-speed Nan transmission, along with some tuning to its differential and suspension, and with some BBS wheels to complete its look. Of course, the Lancer is also pretty well known for its fair share of motor racing, from competing in time attack and hill climb races, and of course, obviously, its time in rally, on both the world stage and a few indies as well. Of course, I also shouldn't forget that the Mitsubishi Lancer is pretty famous for being the arch rival to the Subaru Impreza, from the road, the rally stage, and among car enthusiasts. Now, Me personally, I would prefer the Subaru Impreza over the Mitsubishi Lancer anytime, any day. But you know what? Sometimes this car is alright, you know? Now, some of you might be saying, yo, AR, if you like the Subaru more than this thing, why are you doing a video while driving this car? Well, the answer is pretty simple. It's not about whether or not if I like this car or not. It's the idea and the concept behind making these videos. That's pretty much what matters the most, yeah? But also, I've also got some friends of mine who are also a big fan of this car. So, yeah. For those who do like this car, this one's for you, you know? Be sure to do your part to like this video and all that, yeah? Do you like the Mitsubishi Lancer EVO? Okay, lap 7 now. Trying to see what I can make ground for. Just kind of stay locked and loaded, especially if I want to make the most of this. Up into 4th. Just gotta keep pushing, you know? Okay, I can just see he had some other guys petting. Very shortly, I'm about to take 3rd now. Excellent. Alright, coming in hot on the guy in red. Battle between ketchup versus mustard. Got him. Now we're in 2nd. 1 guy down and 1 guy to go. Let's do this. Getting pretty late in the race now. This could be tight. And as for those who are wondering what kind of year that this car is, the game says that it is a 2006 year, but excuse me. The EVO 9's like years is sort of somewhat between like late 2005 to 2007. But yeah, before the EVO 10 came along in 2008. Yeah. Let's try to use every bit of performance of this car as we can. As we're about to come up to the final lap now. Let's do this. Catching a slipstream. Here we go now. Oh, that was tied and we just took the lead now. Oh. My excitement almost made me stutter on that one. Okay, let's just hold it on now. I can see he's just right up on me. That was a bit of a risky move. Because I could have hit him or that tire wall there. Love to see what it would look like in the action shots, yeah? Alright, so try to take a breather now. still try to keep our foot on the gas pedal on this one. It's all about hitting those lines and extending the gap. Okay, here we go. One more big turn now. This was a race where brains triumphs over the brawn. In this spec race of the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution IX with a pit strategy with that mandatory pit stop. As we're trying to get up to speed and straightaway, and now we're going to be crossing the line to take the victory. Oh. Yeah, good old-fashioned spec racing. With an even grid and with gutsy turns and risky opportunities and with the smart strategy in pits. Not much words to be said about that. Yeah. Glad how the race turned out. Okay, guys, what I was trying to say at the end, it was a solid spec race, to say the least. Now let's see some action shots from the race replay. And that's going to do it for the video, guys. Here's hoping that this 47 race showcased some spec racing at its finest, while also demonstrating that sometimes the right pit strategy can make a difference between winning or losing in a race. But anyways guys, I've done my part. This was AloneRacecar, and I'll see you in another one.